Good morning. Hey y'all, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Putting something away really quickly here. I was gonna try to use my portable microphone, but for some reason when I try to go live on YouTube, something goes wonky with my sound for some reason. So I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. But hold on, I'm gonna put this down really quickly. Where's my pen? Oh, I have it. I'm outside on my balcony. I have my journal. I have my pen. Outside, no bra, mind your business. I don't know where that kitten is. And I'm gonna actually try to put my phone in this contraption that I've actually never used before. Probably should have done this before I hit, oh, ouch, record or go live. Oh my gosh, look at that, y'all. Technology. Oh, I almost dropped my phone. Technology be technology, and I hope this doesn't fall. I hope this doesn't fall. Okay. Ta-da! Look at God. So y'all, I'm just outside. I'm drinking my iced coffee, as I tend to do every day. And man, I hope this volume. Can y'all see that kitten back there? No, you probably can't. This kitten will not leave me alone. This kitten will not leave me the heck alone. I'm not getting no peace this morning. I've been up since about, what time did I get up this morning? I took my daughter to work this morning at 4, and I've actually been up since then. Sometimes I try to go back to sleep, but some mornings I just stay up. So I've been up since about 4 this morning. I've already walked the dog, actually got back in the house a little before 5. And then I took about 15-20 minutes to reflect on this book that I'm reading. It's called, I think it's called The Power of Abundance, or something about abundance. I can't recall the name, and it's on my phone, so I can't look it up. But for 40 days, it takes you kind of like through this process of reflection, just about God and abundance and that kind of thing. So I've done that this morning, and you know, I don't know. I'm feeling a little. It's weird because on the one hand, I do feel like abundant and things like that, but then unfortunately I make the mistake of getting on social media, and this is something that I need to stop doing. It's like I'll do my morning routine, and then I'll get on social media after it's all said and done, or for the most part it's all said and done, and then you just read the most devastating things. You read the most devastating things, and it just kind of pulls me out of that place that I want to be in. So I really need to do better with not allowing social media to dictate or to kind of like overrun my day. I really don't want that to happen. But in any case, new week. Been doing some reflecting on the actual podcast. In case you're not familiar, I have a podcast. It's called Brown Girl Self Care, and I've been podcasting with this podcast since about 2019, somewhere in there. And y'all, I really feel like it's time to pivot to something else. I just don't know what that is yet with the podcast. I keep feeling that in my spirit, and I actually stepped away from the podcast this year from about February to maybe April or something like that. And I thought that taking that time away would give me more clarity. I got a little clarity, but I don't know, y'all. I feel like there's something else that I need to be doing. I just don't know what that is yet, you know? Hopefully I can figure that out, because I'm gonna move this back a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't fall. But oh, look at this. But yeah, I said I'm going to give myself until the end of this year, and then I'm going to figure out, or not figure out, I'm going to give myself a space between now and the end of this year. So that's what, about 4 or 5 months, August, September, October, November, December, about 4.5 months, to figure out if it's still something that I want to continue doing. Because I'm just not sure. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. And maybe I will, but I feel like there needs to be some type of drastic change. I'm just not sure what that is. I don't know yet what that is. So that's something that I'm pondering right now. And I just released coincidentally a podcast episode this morning talking about the 4 S's. Does your spirit need stillness? Does it need silence? Does it need surrender? Or does it need solitude? If you haven't had a chance to go and listen to that, it's actually a replay, but I reran it because, number one, I just needed a break, and number two, I really feel like there's something in that message for every Black woman right now. Like, especially if, just like me right now, I'm trying to figure some shit out, and it's like, do I need stillness right now? Do I need solitude? Do I need to surrender, or do I need what did I say? Silence. Silence, stillness, surrender, and solitude. And sometimes you need all 4. Sometimes you need to get into a quiet place where you can be still, right? And you can surrender, and you're doing this by yourself, because sometimes growth is not about having all the people around you. I find that if you do have a lot of people around you, it can be hard to know like what is you and what is them. It's hard sometimes to separate who you are as far as your identity in relation to the people around you. And that's why it's so important to have the right people around you, because if you don't, like if you have people that, for example, don't have emotional maturity, or maybe you have some people in your circle that are like, I don't know, jealous of you, or there's like a lot of drama and cattiness in your inner circle, or maybe there are people in your circle that they just aren't on necessarily the same wavelength. Not that everyone has to be, but sometimes for you to elevate, it requires separation, because not everybody is like, we all don't have the same like mindset and mentality, and just like how they say birds of a feather flock together. Like if you're in a season of wanting to grow, but you are in a environment where people are just like okay with, they're comfortable, or they're just they're okay with their current circumstances, they don't want better, or they're just not ready for it, or they're fine with how their lives are. But if you're not, the scale's gonna tip in one direction or another. You're either gonna kind of like just be more like them, or they're gonna be more like you. But it seems like ultimately the growth is not gonna happen. It's actually gonna be like a downgrade for you. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this podcast. And so right now, like I said, I've given myself about 4 months to the end of the year. And so I will be definitely taking more time in the 4 S's, because my spirit is saying that there's something that I need to be doing. I just don't know what that is right now. I really just don't know. So I do spend a lot of time out here just rocking in this little chair, and just being and thinking, because I feel like that helps me to just clear my head and clear my mind. I bring my journal out here, and I just think all the thoughts. And I want to encourage you to do that too. Like, find some time this week to make space to do that. When I think or talk about space, stillness, silence, solitude, and surrender, I know it sounds like this big grand thing that you need to do. Like you need to go to a private retreat or quiet retreat and spend 2 weeks in the woods, and you know what I mean. That's great. I would love to do an experience like that, but well, maybe not in the woods, but you know what I mean. It doesn't need to be that. You can do this literally at home. You can do this at home before work. You can do this at home after work. You can do it 5 minutes a day. You can do it over the weekend. You can do it 1 weekend out of the month. You know what I mean? Like you dictate what it can be, right? You dictate what it can be. Yeah, I really don't know. And on top of that, I'm just feeling a little anxious or a little, I don't know, there's just so much stuff going on right now. It's hard to keep up. Everything is firing off at one time. Have you noticed that? Literally everything is happening all at once, and it's just overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. We just have so much going on in the world. We have black girls that are missing. This kitten is getting on my nerves. Hold on. I just cannot get any peace. Can you see that? You can see the little curtain, the little things moving. I just cannot get any peace. But yeah, we have black girls that are missing, black women that are missing, black people being killed, black people that are hanging themselves, which I do not believe. Mental health for a lot of people is at an all-time low. Everything is fucking expensive, excuse my French. I just read an article today about how, what did it say? Or like a headline saying that they're predicting that by next year there won't, did it say there won't be any vegetables because of something about the soil? And then just all the stuff we're dealing with just this presidency, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And so I'm just feeling very overwhelmed at times. And so that's another reason why I do come out here every single day, or I try to if it's not super, super hot, because I just need to allow myself to get out of this place of hypervigilance. So usually that means like no phone, even though obviously I'm on the phone right now because I'm doing this live, but there's no other way to do it. But like no phone, just me and my journal, half an hour, whatever. Even if I don't sit here and do anything but watch the cars going by, because my balcony faces the parking lot. Let me see if I can show you what I can see. Is this gonna end my live if I hit this? I hope not. Oh, well, I'm sorry for the view, y'all, but this is what I see when I look out over my balcony. I see the sky, I see some trees, I see some cars too, obviously. Oh, oops. But that's what I see when I come out to my balcony. So that's why I like to come out here and just take in the nature, because it helps to calm my nervous system, helps to regulate my nervous system, which is something that we need every single day. This world has us in such a place of hypervigilance. You know, everything is just firing off at one time. You can't go 2 steps without hearing about this bad thing happening, these people needing help, this GoFundMe because, you know, there's been a huge crisis for a family, and those kind of things, they really affect me. They really, really do. They affect me. Every time I see a GoFundMe and there's a crisis, or there's a child missing, or there's another death, or just, I don't know. It's just a lot. You know, it's just a lot. And so if you're like me, I implore you to take the time that you need to just allow your nervous system to settle, because, you know, when we don't, and we're on this constant space of hypervigilance, you know, then we're talking about chronic illnesses, chronic conditions, you know, just, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. This is one of the reasons why, as delusional as this sounds, but I am somehow standing firmly in this. I know that the way my mental health is set up, I am not built for a 9-to-5. I'm just not. I did it since my 20s, in my 30s, my 40s, and just, I would go a few years and things would be okay, but then I would just start to feel overwhelmed, depressed, angry, bitter, miserable, anxious, just overwhelmed. Like the pattern would just keep happening, you know. And I think that's for a variety of reasons, but what is that? Hold on, y'all. That's the only thing I hate about being outside. It's like the bugs, they just like me for some reason. Yeah, and so I'm trying to figure out a life where I never have to step foot in a 9-to-5 again. I don't even know what that looks like, because the podcast, even though I am bringing in a little bit of income, it is not necessarily allowing me to live well. I'll just say that. How about this? The Brown Girl Self-Care Podcast is literally a labor of love, because it is not um, affording me the type of lifestyle that I feel like I deserve to live. And so that's another reason why I am contemplating, like, is the podcast still something that I want to continue to do? Or do I want to create in a different way that would not only still allow me to talk to Black women and be in community with Black women and to keep exploring this idea of self-care and liberation, but how can I do it in a way that also serves me? Because thus far, it hasn't necessarily, um, like the podcast hasn't necessarily taken care of all of my needs, you know? And it's like I feel like I'm in between a rock and a hard place because, like, where, how do I allow it to happen, or how do I, do this, Someone mentioned they're waiting on me to write a book. And I just kind of chuckled when she said that, not laughing at her, just like the idea of me actually being able to sit down and write a whole ass book. If I were to write a book, it would have something to do with boring, like boring. I don't even know what, but I am really championing this idea of living a boring life. And I'm going to be talking about that more and more here on YouTube because I've been called boring. I've been called a square, and I used to fight that. When I was a kid, my aunt, when I was like maybe 7, 8, 6, 9, like not even probably like 10 years old yet, my nickname from one of my aunts was Old Lady. She would call me Old Lady. That was a clue, y'all. That was a sign right there. Every time I saw her, she'd be like, "Hey, old lady." Yeah, that was a clue. So, yeah, I feel like I'm embracing, I should say, this idea of a boring life. And I want to talk about that because I feel like Black women, and I'm not saying boring, I have to make sure I say this every single time. I'm not saying boring as in this is a bad thing. I think we as a society have gotten this idea of boring all mixed up, I don't think we're meant to every single freaking second of the day meant to just be firing on all cylinders, I that's not how I want to live. That's not how I want to live. Boring does not mean you can't have luxury, lavishness, fun, excitement. It's not that at all. To me, boring just means that, generally speaking, my life is more calm. It's more quiet. It's more restful. There's not a lot of drama and all this crazy type of excitement that just sends your nervous system into overdrive. It's peaceful. It's that kind of vibe. It's reliability. It's stability. You know what I'm saying? And that isn't for everybody, and I realize that, but it's for me. So I'm here for that. Even if I'm the only one, I'm here for that. I am here for that. But yeah, new week. We're in the middle of August, and my birthday is towards the end of the month, or at the end of the month. I'll be 51. And I don't know. I don't even know right now. I haven't even had an opportunity to sit down and think about what this even means for me. I tend to not really celebrate my birthdays in a big way. I may do like some journaling and reflection and that kind of thing to embrace the new year or the next chapter, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually celebrated. I thought when I moved out here to Arkansas that my plans were going to be different, and I just knew for sure that this was going to be the birthday where there was actually a celebration. But things didn't quite pan out the way that I thought they were going to. So I guess it'll just be another quiet birthday. I mean, just like I don't know. I want to start, I know I'm kind of like jumping all over the place, but I'm just thinking things through. I want to start going on solo dates. again. I want to, which, because I haven't really done much of that here in Arkansas, but I want to start going on solo dates. I want to visit like some Black History museums. I want to start going to some nice restaurants. I want to, what else do I want to do? I don't know. I just want to start doing like some solo dating stuff, you know? Uh, Why did I get that notification? That's weird. I'm still getting used to YouTube and something popped up on the screen. But yeah, I want to start dating myself for sure this year for age 51. There's definitely some joy in that. And spending time by yourself, maybe treating myself to the movies. Haven't been to the movies since Wicked for good. That was the last movie I saw. And when was that? Like 2020? Oh no, that's a lie. I saw the first Wicked in movie theaters. So what was that, like 2023? 2024? It was while I was still in California. So I think whenever Wicked came out, that was the last movie that I saw in movie theaters. So I used to enjoy going to the movies, but I think I don't know. I haven't seen The Odyssey. I haven't seen Spider-Man. I know. When I tell you that I am not living a mainstream life, I have to make that very clear because I think people really don't understand or appreciate the fact that I'm so serious. Like, I do not live a mainstream life, period. So yeah, I'm not up on all the latest and greatest stuff. I used to watch like the Marvel movies religiously. Avengers, every single one. Iron Man, every single one. Spider-Man, every single one. What was it called? Guardians of the Galaxy, every single one. I was like a huge Marvel fan. Black girl, hashtag black girl geeking out, nerd behavior or whatever. But now I'm not even doing that. It just, I don't know. I think the older that I get, the less I am starting to care about this kind of stuff. I don't know. I shouldn't say I don't care about it, but I don't know. It's just not the priority that it used to be. I think my priorities are again starting to shift, and I don't know. But yeah, I do definitely want to start dating myself this year, treating myself this year. You know, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to get serious about that. Yeah. In any case, I like the fact that I came out here and did a live today. I usually try to do like at least one live, usually on Sundays. And hopefully someone's watching. I don't know who it is, but hopefully you can hear me. I just saw a heart, so I'm assuming that you can hear me. I really don't know, but my prayer, fingers crossed, is that I can be heard. But yeah, y'all. I don't know. I think summertime is wrapping up, hopefully next month or somewhere in there. So that should give me opportunity to really go outside more. It's been super hot, super humid, and so I haven't even been able to get outside and walk. I used to go on these really nice long walks. There's a lot of like walking trails and like little, is it a river? A lake? It's not an ocean. There's a body of water very close by. Maybe it's a lake. I don't know what it is. It's not an ocean, obviously, because we're in Arkansas, but I think it's a lake. And I would just walk around that area, and I could be out there for like an hour or two, and can't even do that, you know? So I will definitely be thankful for cooler temperatures so I can get back into that part of my routine, because I definitely miss taking long walks and just being outside. So yeah, that's something else that I miss. I don't know, y'all. I'm just rambling. There really wasn't much point to just going live other than just inviting you to enjoy a quiet morning with me and just chit chat and hang out. I'm gonna do a little journaling right now while the weather is still pretty mild. I think it's already in the, what's the temperature right now? It's already, oh, there's no way. My watch is saying that it's already about 86 degrees. It doesn't feel like 86 degrees though, but that's what my watch is saying. So it's probably gonna be another super, super hot and humid day. Oh boy. But yeah, in any case, I hope that you have an amazing week. If you haven't had a chance, please go and support the Brown Girl Self-Care Podcast. There was an episode released today about silence, stillness, surrender, or what was it? Silence, stillness, surrender, or solitude. I think that'll be. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my God. You guys. Wait. Are you kidding me? Y'all. Did you just see me crash out over that freaking bug on my hand? Why? Listen, if I haven't made it clear, I do not like bugs at all. Period. I do not like them. I don't want them touching me. I don't care how small it is. I don't like it at all. It just gives me the creeps. But I want to be a nature girl. Make that make sense. I don't know. I want to be outside, but I hate outside. Like, I don't like bugs. Now my underarms are itching. I just don't like it. It makes me nervous. Sorry, y'all. Sorry you had to see me get out of my Hey Michelle, good morning. I'm sorry you had to see me get out of my gangsta. But in any case, what the hell was I saying? I don't even know. That spider or whatever that was on my hand, the disrespect. Let me finish up this coffee really quick. What do you guys enjoy drinking in the mornings? Are you doing tea? Are you doing bone broth? Are you doing coffee? What else is there? Coffee, tea, bone broth. I don't know, but I need to figure out how to get off this coffee, even though it's so good. All right, y'all. Well, it has been super nice hanging out with you this morning. If you catch the live or catch the replay of this live, let me know. Be curious to see who watches. But yeah, go and that's what I was saying. Go and support the show, Brown Girl Self-Care Podcast, available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever else you get your podcasts. I am over 300 episodes in the game for this podcast. Probably about, minus the replays, I would say there's probably about 320 podcast episodes that I've done since 2019, somewhere in there, 320, 330. And that's quite an accomplishment that I'm proud of. But yeah, go and support the show. And yeah, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing week. Take some time for yourself this week. Take some time to reflect and to just rest and bring your nervous system down, calm it down, stay off social media as much as you can, eat healthy, eat more healthy as much as you can, move your body as much as you can, and stay away from bugs as much as you can. And I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching.